We're telling the day first.
17th.
Huh?
17th February 2026.
मैंने कब बोला नहीं आज बात की
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. O my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udire. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of chronicles, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naisiki. By regular attendance in the classes on Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established with the need of the Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Mukham karoti vachalam pangam langayate girim yat kripatam maham bande Shri Guru dinatarinam. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, the deliverer of all fallen souls, the Vimasitas, the Ram, and the members of the great power of change. Hare Krishna. So, first of all, I want to seek some blessings from all of you that I empower me with some power that I can provide something or at least a sentence which may help you. And I know I'm not that much good of speaker, but I'll try to give whatever I can. And if I make mistakes in between, you can correct me, suggest me words which I'll be finding here and there. And also you can, do some actions that give me signals or whatever need to be done. So we'll continue. So anyone want to give context? Maybe 1 minute. Okay, I'll say just a sentence. So in last class by Judaya Prabhu, we heard how the summer was. Summer was approaching, and Judaya Prabhu explained very well that it wasn't as hot as it generally is, but in Vrindavan it is almost like spring. And he explained a very well theory and practical related to it, how people are there and what we can learn and what we can follow. Now what is happening is a demon named Pralambasur. He is entering, and from there we'll read forward. So we'll be reading from 16 to 24, and then we'll be focusing on 24th verse.
Take 16. In this way, Krishna and Balaram played all sorts of well-known games as they wandered among the river, hills, valleys, bushes, trees, and lakes of Vrindavan.
While Rama, Krishna, and his powerful friends were thus tending the cows in the forest, the demon Paralamba entered their midst
chose all sports and games, then called together the cowherd boys and spoke as follows. Hey cowherd boys, let's play now. We'll divide ourselves into 2 even teams.
The cowherd boys chose Krishna and Balaram as the leaders of the two parties. Some of the boys were on Krishna's side and others joined Balaram.
The boys played various games involving carriers and passengers. In these games, the winners would climb up on the backs of the losers, who would have to carry them.
Was carrying and being carried by one another, and at the same time tending the cows, the boys followed Krishna to a banyan tree known as Bandirika.
My dear Parikshit, when Sri Dama, Vishnu, and the other members of Lord Balrama party were victorious in these games, Krishna and his followers had to carry them.
Defeated, the Supreme Lord Krishna carried Sri Ram, Bhadra carried Vrishabha, and Pralamba carried Balram, the son of Rohini.
Considering Lord Krishna invincible, that foremost demon, Pralamba, quickly carried Balram far beyond the spot where he was supposed to put his passenger down.
Okay, we are focusing on 24th. Uvaha Krishno Bhagavan Shridamanam Parajita Vrishabham Bhadrasenastu Pralambo Rohini Sutam
Uvaha Krishno Bhagavan.
Uvaha Krishno Bhagavan Shridamanam Parajita Vrishabham Bhadrasenastu Pralambo Rohini Sutam
Uvaha Krishno Bhagavan.
Sridamanam Prarajita.
Shridamanam Parajita
Visham Bhadra Shinatu.
Vrishabham Bhadrasenastu Pralambo Rohini Sutam
Uvaha Krishno Bhagavan.
Uvaha Krishno Bhagavan
Shridamanam Parajita
Shridamanam Parajita
Vrishabham Bhadrasenastu
Vrishabham Bhadrasenastu Pralambo Rohini Sutam
Uvaha Krishno Bhagavan.
Uvaha Krishno Bhagavan Shridamanam Parajita Vrishabham Bhadrasenastu What to what? Everyone together? Uvaha, carried, Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shridamanam, his devotee friend Shridam, Parajita, being defeated, Vrishabham, Vrishab, Bhadrasena, Tu, and Pralamba, Rohini Sutam, the son of Rohini, Balram. Translation, everyone together. Defeated the Lord Krishna and Shridam. Bhadrasena carried Vrishab and Pralamba carried Balram. Purport by disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki.
You read it, act it out.
One may ask how Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord, can be defeated by his body friends. The answer is that in his original form, God has a most playful nature and occasionally enjoys submitting to the strength or desire of his loving friends. A father may sometimes playfully fall down on the ground when struck by his beloved little child. These acts of love give pleasure to all parties. Thus, Sridhama agreed to ride on Lord Krishna's shoulder to please his beloved friend, who happened to be Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Thank you, Prabhu. So, in these verses, we see that how Pralambasur enters and there are different pastimes taking place. We have all seen, like in temple hall as well, there are different paintings, of different pastimes, and it may appear that Krishna is killing demon just for the benefit of general people, but no, it is for the benefit of everyone. The people are also getting benefited, while the demon which are getting slayed, they are also getting the benediction or benefit of being liberated by Krishna. So whenever Krishna performs a pastime or does any activity, it is not for a single purpose. There is always a multiple purpose, as we have heard in lectures before as well. So in the text which we are reading, in that it is mentioned that one may ask how Bhagwan, the Supreme Lord, can be defeated by his boyfriends. So in starting of the purport, Prabhupada's disciples mentions that the question that can the Supreme Lord be defeated by the Lord, and in the very next line again the answer is provided that yes, it is possible only for the pastime, because Lord likes to enjoy the pastime where he is not always like on top of anything. Sometimes he becomes like submissive. He kinds of act as a small, so that devotees can be glorified and they can also enjoy. So Krishna can enjoy different type of ras, you can say, different experience, different feeling he can have, and that's the reason he also submits to the devotee. So we have seen lot of examples, right, where devotee submits to Lord and then Lord protects them or helps them, right? What are the examples when Lord submits to the devotee? Any pastime, any incidents where you remember that Lord submits or Lord helps or takes a lower position, something like that? Yes.
Vamandev for Bali Maharaj.
Yes. Vamandev became the gatekeeper of Bali Maharaj.
During Mahabharata, he took the take of chariot and took messages.
Yes. Krishna became the charioteer of Arjuna. He was getting kicked. Charioteer is not that high position, it's a lower position, but Krishna became that for his devotee. Yes, Prabhu.
Krishna was washing the feet of Sudama.
Yes. When Sudama came, he was washing his feet and took his paduka on his head, right? Yes. Anyone else was raising the hand? Yes, Prabhu. Exactly. Damodar Leela, he got bounded by Mother Yashoda. You know, that 2 inches, but then he decided to submit and then he gets bounded. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Gopis.
Yes. There are a lot of times when Krishna submits or submits a position towards Gopi. Yes.
Mahaprabhu heard from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya for some time.
Yes, then he counteracted his arguments. Yes. Mahaprabhu was listening, he was saying, okay, yes, he was right, and then he was listening, not he was right, but he was encouraging that good point, but then he counteracted those points and then again counteracted his own points. Yes.
Krishna washed feet of Sudama when he came.
Yes, bro.
Good one.
Yes, thank you. And one more from Ramayana, Lord Ram eating the fruits of sabri, right? So there are a lot of instances when Lord take his Prabhu.
Once Ashwatthama and Arjuna were fighting, so he had so much power that he had got money in his hand. will take out the money or else he become weak. So
Or else he become weak.
Yeah. Ashwatthama.
Okay, so
Arjuna pulled out this money out of Ashwatthama's head and was
defeated. Right. So there we see there are a lot of times when Lord takes such position, which is the answer here mentioned here, that Lord takes submissive position just to playfully enjoy those pastimes, right? And here in the last line, it is said that Sridama, he rides on the shoulder of Lord. Why? For his pleasure. In general, we, like if we are there in ashram or somewhere, we like to, irritate or make fun of someone, mostly our beloved Amla Prabhu. And he's like, riding, how blissful or enjoying time it is. Like when he's doing like this riding, the one who is getting ridden might sometimes, feel irritation or something, but everyone nearby and with them will be happily enjoying, laughing, and we'll remember that moments, right? So this is, we cannot even compare, but we can try to imagine that how blissful they would be feeling when they are doing such pastimes, right? Now, in forest they go every day to herd the cows, but herding the cows is not the only reason. Doing several pastimes is one of them. Like definitely herding cow is one of those. Nand Maharaj has 900,000 cows, right? Yeah, and Krishna and Balram, they used to call all of them by their names, all of them. And here, if we see a newcomer for maybe 4 times, then slowly and gradually we start to remember name. But here they are calling all of the cows by their names. So definitely cow herding is also an essence which they go and enjoy doing. But apart from that, they also go to the forest to do different pastime. Like we can do mischiefs in few area only, like men's ashram, right? Not in temple hall or here. Maybe we can do outside whenever we go on a picnic or something like that, but not at all the places. So you can consider this forest as one of them. Like they used to go there and they do different pastime. Some of them are like collecting taxes from the gopis, then fighting wrestling match. Jivdaya Prabhu was mentioning the last time. Then throwing fruits was also there, right? Catching fruits to each other. Then the yeah, holy pastime. Then folding the eyes and they have to recognize. So all those activities we see that they are getting pleasure. So they are herding cows, they are doing their work, and they are also enjoying with their friends. So when we are here, we also like sometimes neglects that. We are not bonding that much. We are not spending time together. We are not together in lot of activities. But whenever we are, we all must like agree, and we all could be in the same direction of view that whenever we all are together, it is always a good time. We all have enjoyed it a lot. But due to few circumstances or situations, there are not lot of instances when we are together. So it's better that whenever we are together, we try to engage ourselves with the members of the being and devotees. So so this time they were mentioning they were going to herd the cows again, right? But this time what was different? One of the friend was not going to join them. And who came instead of that? Pralambasur. I don't know how Pralambasur was tracking their activities or what, like an assassinate or something. At this time, he's doing this. At afternoon, he's having lunch. But at 1, he's taking a nap. Maybe that is a good time I can kill him or something like that. So on that day, that one particular cowherd friend didn't appear, and instead of that, who came? Pralambasur. Now, when they reached the forest, after that they decided to play the games as always, right? But as I mentioned, they were playing different games, and here it is mentioned that Krishna knew that this is not the cowherd friend, but this is a Rakshasa, this is a demon. So what he did, he selected a game which was quite different. And here also in game session, when not me, but when you guys assemble, it's mostly not pre-decided, right? On the head count, on the basis of head count, you decide which game can be played. Similarly, Krishna knew that now there is a demon. Okay, so we will be playing carrying the passenger games. So he planned that, okay, how we will play? The team which will be defeated will have to carry the people. Will have to carry the people of the winning team on their shoulders. So after playing, when the team of Krishna was defeated, which is not general scenario, but this time his team was defeated, and to make the equal teams, what they did, the cowherd friends made Krishna and Balram as the captains. Ashram facilitators are generally, guiding their group. In this situation, Krishna and Balram, they are captain, and now they will be taking care of their respective teams. So the game began, and when Krishna lost, here in the same purport it is mentioned that they had to carry the winning team member and reach to the point where there is a big banyan tree. Now, when they were going there, Pralambasur was carrying Balram. Now, as I mentioned, Pralambasur might be tracking their activities, so he knew that Krishna has defeated a lot of demons. It won't be easy to fight him or to get in quarrel with him. But I might try my luck on Balram. I can try to kill him. I'll take him away and then I'll kill him. So when they were going to that tree, Pralambasur took a tangent and he started going towards the other way. And Balram was saying that why is he going to the other direction? Why is he taking me away from Krishna and my friends? Slowly and gradually, after some time, he took a flight. He was taking Balram a bit higher. Then Balram, he is compared to the Mount Meru, that his weight is more than Mount Meru. So the demon started feeling the weight of Balram, and he was struggling to lift him on his shoulder. So to get, to feel more stronger, we sometimes, when we are lifting things, what it is like, we have to be in particular posture so that we can lift it properly and feel stronger kind of, so that we can have more use of our power. So Pralambasur did the same thing. While he was in the form of Gopa, he felt the weight. So what he did, he got converted into his original form, the demon form, with thorns and whatnot, so that he could lift Balram. Then Balram was like, what is this? Right now he was a cowherd boy, now he is a demon, he appears to be a demon, what should I do? For a while he was kind of confused, and he was thinking that what should I do? Like, he is Gopa friend, he might be, should I kill, should I beat him, what should I do? He was just confused. Then Krishna was like, Balram, what are you waiting for? Just finish him. Then Balram with his just one punch on his head, he killed the Pralambasur. We will see it in the further verses tomorrow maybe, that just by a fist he killed him. Now that also could be a question, that Pralambasur was not an easy going demon, he was one of the strongest one. Is it possible to kill him by just one punch? Well, yes, it is. it is there in Bhagavatam that Balram killed a person named Romharshana. How? By the straw of kusha grass. Just by the blade of grass. If he can kill someone just by blade of grass, then what about his punch? Definitely he can. What about one demon? He can kill several demons just by a punch. We will see that in further chapters later on in the same canto. But it is one of the thing, like Balram can kill someone just by blade of grass, then definitely he can kill someone by a punch. So there Pralambasur was not so good in his tracking that Balram might be weak and I should try to kill him. And who this Pralambasur was, he was the son of Huhu. Have you anyone heard the name Huhu? Yes. Huhu. H-U. No.
I remember it.
Yes.
It was such a weird name.
Yeah.
Crocodile was Goku.
Yes. So in 8th canto, in the pastime of Gajendra, the crocodile which hold the Gajendra, his name was Huhu, and his son Vijay, he was cursed by Kuvera. Why? Just because of picking flower from his garden. Those three brothers were picking flower from the garden of Kuvera, and they were cursed, and they became Pralambasur, Bakasur, and Kashi. These three demons. Picking flowers, I was listening to this lecture, and Prabhu was saying this flower has caused lot of trouble in different people's life.
Is it Kashi or Keshi?
Keshi.
Can you repeat the names?
Pralambasur, Bakasur, and Keshi. Okay, so now Pralambasur, what does it represent to us, or what we can learn from him? So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj, he compares Pralambasur to pretension and envy. He came in the form of cowherd boy. He was pretending to be a cowherd form, right? And it also represents that bad quality in ourselves. Now, how we get thoughts? If someone is seeing a Bollywood Hollywood movie, right? Then they, for sure, not for everyone, but for at least myself, if I see a movie, sometimes I think like, okay, maybe when this similar situation occur in my life, I'll do something similar to this thing. Seeing a movie which is related to army, we feel like, okay, I should join an army. Then sometimes we try to be a good businessman. So whatever we think of, or whatever thought we get, whatever we see, that thought we try to get in ourselves and try to react in such a way. So it is very important to see that what we feed ourselves with, rather than this negative things and Bollywood and Hollywood. It's better that we feed ourselves with Bhagavatam, we feed ourselves with Krishna Katha, Krishna's Kirtan, Prasadam. All of those things will purify us and will have our consciousness in a good way, so that we can take conscious and better decisions. Now, how does we take decision? So, the thing we see or hear, our thoughts are based on those things. Whatever we see, whatever we hear, according to that we develop our thoughts, right? Now, on the basis of thoughts, we take decisions. So those hearing and seeing gets transferred as a thoughts gets transferred as a decision, and on the basis of those decisions, we take actions, that what we should do, and those actions are transformed into result, and that is what we receive at the end. Now, results are one of the important thing in everyone's life, right? What we want should be good. That is what we consider, right? And it definitely should be, but we also have to be conscious that what does that good mean to us. So the result which we get, is it something that brings us close to Krishna, or is it not? If it is something that it does, then okay, we are good with the thoughts, so we can let that chain be going on. But if the results are not in the favor, then we should change what we are hearing and what we are listening. Sometimes, we also, when we spend some time with the people who, glorifies us a lot, more than we do, more than we are required to, and they kind of puff us up. In that situation, it is very much important that how we can restrict our timeline or limit our available time for that people. What happens, when we are continuously in that state, or more repeatedly in that state, then we try to form, not try to, but we tend to form a habit of getting glorification and hearing that good things about ourselves. And somewhere that causes us, ego, that I'm doing such great, I'm doing this thing very nicely. So we have to be very careful. In starting, definitely it is sincere and honest that yes, there is nothing, I'm just doing it. But if we are more in such negative thoughts of someone who is impacting or affecting us, then slowly and gradually we will start to have an habit of something similar. And then one day, if we don't get glorification or praisal, then we will seek for it. We will ask people, how did I do today? I sang good. Did I give the good class? How was my service? Then we will continuously seek for that attention, and that is not so good for us. Same thing will lead us to envy. How? Whenever we get that frame or that habit, we won't see other people good. If someone is doing good, someone is appreciating it, okay, he did good, but not good as me. We'll will form envy towards some devotees, some persons. So it is very important to, limit our time. Like, now, what can we do? Uh, we won't, sometimes we are doing good in our bhakti, sometimes we are, our sadhana is going so good, and we think, yeah, I am good devotee, I am on track, I am doing everything okay. Until Krishna gives us a surprise, he gives us a test. He'll give that, when we touch the current, we give a shock. Oh, no, maybe I am not insulated yet. So, Krishna will give that type of situation in our life or to us. Like, let's say a brahmachari. He's doing his sadhana very good, very nicely. And then suddenly, a lady comes in and he asks the brahmachari that I want to marry you, you have to marry me. So brahmachari will definitely say no. So yeah, he said no, and then what lady can say, or lady may say, that if you won't marry me, I'll commit a suicide. I won't live, I want to marry you, or else I'll commit suicide. Then brahmachari will be, we should be compassionate, we should have compassion. I think I should marry her. I shouldn't be the reason of someone's death. Maybe I should marry her. Then that is Maya. Brahmachari will be, firm. I have to be compassion. I have to have a compassion for the living being, but I have to be in my position. If he thinks that for this thing he'll marry the lady, then this is Maya. That is a check by Krishna. He sent that lady, he sent Maya towards that brahmachari so that, he can know that where he is or what level of sadhana where he has reached. So it is very important to know, whenever we get that check, then we will know where we are in our sadhana. Now, because of all of this, these all problems and situations are there, but where are we trying to reach? We are trying to reach, the verse of Siksashtakam, verse 3. Amani Namanadena Kirtanya Sadahari. So we don't want any frame, we don't want that glorification, we don't want, my Sadhana is so strong, we don't want to be pretentious. But what we want to do, we want to just chant the name of the Lord continuously. And here Pralambasur was defeated just by, a punch. In real life, the Pralambasur that is in within ourselves is not going to be defeated that easily. It takes a lot of effort and everything. But yeah, Krishna is Bhagavan. Here it is mentioned, right? So if we get that one Suddhanam, then that Pralambasur will be vanquished. But for that, what we need to do, we need to follow our gurus. And yeah, so by that I remember sometimes following our guru or mentors, it is not easy for people, right? So if we are, okay, I'll try to explain this by an example. So let's say a person is trying to buy a shop, he is going to start a business, and he received 3 to 4 people, and all of them were saying that we don't think you should start a business here. And then that person will be feeling, okay, they are saying no to me, but all of the 4, they are having same business at different locations, and then they don't want me to progress. Then he'll buy the shop, he'll do his business, and after 6 months he'll come to them and he'll say, I think I'll have to close my shop, I have to shut it down, it is not working. In that particular time, what he saw is that those 4 people are saying no, but they are doing it and saying no to him. In same situation, sometimes person might feel that my mentor is doing different thing. He is doing this thing and he is saying no to me, but they have experienced it, they have tried different things, they have reached that level that they can guide us properly, that what we should do and what we should not. And if we are not going to follow them, we will definitely, after a particular period of time, we will fall and we will say that it didn't work out, I think something different have to be done. So it is very important to take the instructions of spiritual master and our mentors very carefully, so that we can progress in our bhakti and reach that level. We are not having a lot of time, so I'll just stop here. But today also there is the disappearance day of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So there is I don't know if we want, okay, maybe yes, we can go line by line. There is not limited time or limited knowledge we can have about him, but we will try to get the best contrast version which I found. We can read one after another, maybe 10 stanzas.
Srila Jagannath Babaji Maharaj lived for 144 years. He took Diksha from Sri Madhusudan Das Babaji and did bhajan for many years at Surya Kund in Vrindavan. Thakur Bhakti Vinod received valuable instruction on pure devotional service from Jagannath Das Babaji.
His practice was to live 6 months in Sri Navadvip and 6 in Braj Mandala. During his time, said Thakur Bhakti Vinoda, Sri Jagannath Das Babaji was the most advanced Rasika Vaishnava in Gaura and Braj Mandala. And Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri, Bhakti Vinod Thakur gave him the title Sarvabhauma, the chief of the Vaishnavas.
At 125 years old, his body appeared bent like a semicircle. His eyelids hung over his eyes like heavy stage curtains. Standing on either side, 2 disciples would lift his droopy eyelids so he could offer Tulasi Manjarish to the deity of Sri Giriraj Govardhana.
Since Jagannath Das Babaji could barely walk, Bihari, his Rajvasi servant, used to carry him on his shoulders. And whenever there was a Nam Sankirtan, Jagannath Das Babaji would bolt out of his basket and leap 4 feet into the air. In great ecstasy, he would begin to sing and dance. He performed various bhajan despite physical limitations.
He was fond of chanting loudly in both japa and kirtan. During kirtan, he would sing Nitai Nitai ki nama enichire, ki nam enichire, ki nam ditechire. Oh Lord Nityananda, what is wonderful name? What a wonderful name you have got. Oh Nitai, what a wonderful name you have given. After chanting always the whole night, the next morning he would offer 1108 Danvadas to the deities. He was always enthusiastic to serve the Vaishnavas.
He lived as an scary following a strict diet and the yearly Chaturmasya 4-month fast. The first month he ate only 4 bananas in the evening, second month only guavas, third month only whey, fourth month only boiled banana flowers without salt.
Once he begged a roti from Vrindavana street sweeper. Hearing about this, the leading man of Vrindavana said to Jagannatha Dasa Babaji, Baba, you are the Krishna of Braja. It pains us to hear Anai criticizing you, but now everyone is talking against you. They are saying Baba gone mad. If he defies the old traditions, what will happen to society?
Babaji Maharaj replied, "You are all learned people. Don't you know the importance of the dust of Vrindavan? It is so surcharged with Krishna prema that even Lord Brahma desires to become a particle of Raja Raja, dust of Vrindavan. Therefore, isn't it a Vrindavan sweeper who is constantly serving the dust, breathing it, rolling in it, and bathing in it more pure than anyone else?" Silence filled the air, indicating everyone acceptance of Babaji Maharaj reply.
While living in Navadvip Dham, Jagannath Babaji showed deep respect towards all residents. Even when some puppies ate from his plate, he didn't protest. Bihari, his servant, became disgusted to see dogs devouring his guru's prasadam, and he drove them away. Jagannath Babaji scolded Bihari. These puppies are residents of the holy dham. They are not ordinary living entities. I will not eat until they come back to share the Mahaprasadam from my plate.
At the age of 142, he couldn't see or walk. To confirm his findings, Thakur Bhakti requested Jagannath Das to see Lord Chaitanya's appearance place. Intoxicated with Gauranga Prema, Jagannath Das Babaji leapt high in the air and began chanting and dancing at the discovery of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Yoga Pit. Out of compassion for all conditioned souls, Jagannath Das Babaji transferred his power of bhajan, knowledge of the Shastras, and Prem Bhakti directly into the heart of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, said Shirpad C.V. Narayan Maharaj.
That should be it. So, when I didn't have a lot of knowledge about this thing, so I searched on Google and it showed 142 years. I was like, what is this Google doing? I should go to an authentic website, And I went to ISKCON Decider and then I read. I was like, oh, Krishna, 142 years? So, we can see he has already transcended this body. 142 years lifespan is nothing we can imagine in this age. And we have seen lot, we have just read this much and see what level of devotion and bhakti he had. I was like totally overwhelmed by reading this much. I was reading more, but this is the best, small version I could find. And the pastime where he found the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is also so aesthetic, such a sweet pastime. But we see that doing dandavats also, he used to do 1108 dandavats. Can we do even, I don't know if we are doing even 8 dandavats in the day, whole day, not in morning, and such an exalted word. So if you get time, try to read more about this thing. I had planned, I was thinking I won't be able to, have enough content. So there are few things which I missed on saying, but yeah, the best thing to get cured or purify ourselves to kill this Pralambasur within ourselves is what we can do. We have to accept that yes, I am having that Pralambasur within myself. Please Krishna, I beg you that please remove him from me, please guide me towards good path, and Krishna will send his instruction in the form of guru, spiritual master, or even through devotees. He will send instructions to kill that Pralambasur. We just have to be conscious. One thing that Sarthak Prabhu does, it is very courageous to like accept that Pralambasur within us, or accept something which we are missing, something which we are lacking. I haven't seen someone or a lot of people who can accept that. But Sarthak Prabhu, in last class also he did, and since long time I have been seeing him doing this thing. So I really appreciate that quality of yours. So accept those things and beg to Krishna and Guru for their help so that they can kill Pralambasur. And I'll pause here and then we'll open for discussion and corrections.
I don't have a question, I have 3 comments. I like the point that you said, it's very rare that we are all together. Very rare. We are all together. And we should enjoy it. Second was, you mentioned this very beautifully, when we think, that thinking becomes our decision, and then into action, and then into results. And then you mentioned this point that, we should always try to hear about Krishna's pastime, Krishna's katha, or try to listen to Kirtan and Prasadam and purify us. And that way our actions will be purified. So that was a very beautiful point. And the closing remark that you made, that just pray to Krishna, to kill that Pralambasur. That praying thing, you're accepting and you're praying. The prayer, we don't have usually this prayerful mood when we are chanting, but you mentioned that, you have to pray to Krishna. And
So I remember one of the lecture in that Prabhu was saying that someone asked Prabhupada that, Prabhupada, what are you doing? Prabhupada is saying that I'm praying to Krishna. Then he was like, Prabhupada, why are you always praying to Krishna? Then Prabhupada said, it is very difficult to be, Krishna conscious simply by this thing if you don't pray. If you think you are doing good and everything, but if you don't pray, then you will fall down at any time. And sometimes we think that, yes, I am a devotee, and we all are devotee in making, right? But still, sometimes we are not that much strong in our prayers. We don't pray that much. But Prabhupada used to pray every time. Whenever you see, he used to pray. He used to pray to Krishna. At what level Prabhupada was. And but still he is always praying. And what we tend to do, we don't do that often. So that is a good reminder that Prabhupada is always praying, that who are us? So we should pray as much as possible. Thank you for bringing that.
I have a comment. Question पूछने दो यार. It was nice. Very good class. You spoke from Bhagavatam and then maybe personal realizations, and then another Bhakti Maharaj, and then conclusion of what not to do, what to do, how to do. So it was a full package. And it also depends on who we listen to in general. For example, if Prabhu Sadhana is doing good, that means he listened to devotee. In previous Ishtagoshti, when devotees were discussing about verses, I like to learn verses. Why? Because my Guru Maharaj said he likes what I'm doing it. So it's about the Vaishnava you like. If he likes that, okay, you do that. If he likes bhajans, listening to lecture, and when some Maharaj or some Guru will say, I like bhajans, so like bhajans, let me learn some bhajans. So here devotees that I listen to, they don't like religiousness at all. The Maharaj
material life, whenever you will try to do that thing, it won't last. Maybe you could have impressed it or her for second, minute, maybe month, but in spiritual life, it is into your account forever. Since it is like connected to your soul, it will be forever with you. That's very nice. We should try to impress spiritually rather than mundane material things. Thank you for that, Prabhu. I think
Yes, Anush.
Okay, I have two questions. First one, you said about like we should not go and for looking for fame and go asking how was my Bhagavatam class, how was this. But at the same time, some devotees they honestly inquire about okay, like one of my friends after his class was done, he came and he was like, okay, give me a feedback and start with the but after. Like don't give the first sandwich. Just tell me what are the corrections. And that was so nice of him. And at the same time, just wanted to ask, like, what do you think? Is it nice to ask?
definitely. So again, it depends on like two perspective. In the situation where your friend asked you, it directly came to you and asked you to start from birth. He skipped those praisal and glorification. So that is very clear from there that he doesn't want that. He just want to improve. Other thing is, devotee will ask you, it is good to use sandwich method, right? But you can see how often and by which tone and intention he is asking. It is very clear from the conversation only that what thought or what is the person looking for. If he is genuinely looking for the answer, he is genuinely looking for the correction, or he is just saying it so that he can be glorified, right? So it will be very clear from that chat. So you will know that when you have to add what things. Also, it depends on that person. Like if you know him well, that you can give him feedback and suggestion, you will know what amount of time he is spending and in what type of activity. Then you will know that is he or her doing more of a time in getting glorified, or with the people who are just puffing him or her up, or else he is doing good at all of the stages. So if he is doing equivalent at everything, then it is good. You can praise him or her and then give feedback.
And Prabhu, my second question is, you mentioned the brahmachari story, and I completely agree with that thing. Nobody actually kills themselves for somebody else. But also at the same time, we have heard the story of Mother Praharna, that at that time, ladies asked that, okay, equal rights, and what you have to do is, like, all of you brahmacharis, like there are brahmacharinis, you marry us, otherwise we're going to Chicago, we're going to do Kirtan over there, and Prabhupada actually approved it. So how would you explain that situation?
Okay. I'm not sure, like Prabhupada agrees, that is the full stop, So there is no point of me thinking anything or anyone thinking anything. So that is the end, and I wouldn't even like comprehend or think what Prabhupada might have thought, but if he had done it, then that's what it was best for that particular situation. Sometimes it is not that always we have to be that rigid, but there should be some flexibility according to time plus circumstances. So the person who could best guide you, you can reach out to them. So they must have done the same thing. The best person who can guide them in that particular situation is to reaching to Guru. Here also in this example I gave, let's say that brahmachari, if he has spiritual master, you can reach out to him. That this is what I am thinking. Is this the attack of Maya? Or else I should seriously consider something regarding this. What is your open and clear guidance and guideline for me on this basis? So that is the best alternative we can have.
Thank you.